Hello, the game has started. It's me to go first. I think Hox looks okay. Or Detox. Detox. And I've got the G. All I need is an I and an N. Almost. Pretty balanced rack, a little bit clunky with the G, P and H. I have graph on my rack, but do I have a bingo? I have the AGE ending. Higher Ridge is good, I think, but that doesn't play to good effect anyway. Just looking at, I was going to say 4 timers through the O, but opponent's gone there now. Still a 4 timer possibility, but not seeing. Okay, opponent has blocked the detoxing hook or extension. What about, well, I have HEP here for 32 or pay here for 27. HEP for 32. And I do have the R for rego, but I've drawn pretty poorly. QI, not a good rack leave, but getting rid of the Q is a priority. Caddy, 14, same rack leave as before. Pox can be extended to Poxiest, but I don't know if the score would justify getting rid of such good tiles, i.e. S and T. Probably a few words ending in pox. Monkey. Chicken. QI, anything else here? Not that I can see. Opponent taking some time with this move. Perhaps close to a bingo. Now I'll probably, I was going to say I'll play QI on top, but that's no longer available. Raga for 24. Yeah. Or what about Agar? Or just Gar? 23. I've got to get rid of the extra vowels. Terrible, well, not a terrible leave. If I draw an N, I have chin or... Yeah, it's not great, is it? I'll go with it though. 25. Okay, I draw a first to the blanks, but I need to get rid of the Q as an absolute priority. I suspect this spot will be taken. Oh, it's not. Now I have iwi there, but I think chi has to be played. I can't play wakf. Chi for 13. And my W plays above the AI, as do many other tiles. I have the AGE ending. The ING ending. A wheeling? No, I don't think a wheel is a verb. Yeah, there's got to be something here, just not seeing it. Okay, these floaters no longer available. W still available to play above AI. I have way here, which is 27, takes a T. Just one last look. Maybe the Y helps the rack. Doubtful though. Oh, anti-weed. I have anti-weed onto a D. Tega doesn't take an E. Otherwise that would have been handy. Okay, I'm going with way. 27. I have cyanite with the blank as an S. That's one of those vowel heavy sevens that we learn pretty early on as tournament Scrabble players. Cyanite and nitary. Airy night and nitary. So that plays airy night would be nice as a 4-timer. So that looks nice for 81. What was the other one? Because this spot looks pretty. Cyanite doesn't work. SIE. What about airy night? No. And nitary doesn't work. Just look at one last option. What about words ending, beginning T, and then I was going to say tanier, but doesn't work. Tenny, no, not seeing it. I'm going with airy night for 81. Okay, I'll draw some clunky consonants, but I should be able to score with this. Vly, for example, would sort the rack out and score pretty well. 34. Looking at other hot spots, I suspect this one will be taken. E-L, what's it? Oh, there's not much I can do there. Nothing goes after the I apart from the S. So a play of ES would be ESA something? ESA? No, okay, my spot's been taken, which is a shame. Veely is good, and that'll score quite nicely here for 35. Not a terrible rack leave. Just looking if there's a 6-letter play beginning with an A or an E. Even if I burn the S, it might be worth doing. Not seeing a play that follows that pattern. I guess the other one would be MY26. Gives back easy points, not a fantastic rack leave. Mealy would be the other one, but Veely, yeah, I'm going with Veely. Fairly balanced, but not sure if there's a bingo here. I have the most component of a word. Philomots through an I think. Now I do have of here for a decent score, or F of. I can't seem to extend it. Ofem of. It's definitely a candidate play. What about files for 38? That's not terrible. Does the A assist? Okay, opponent bingos. Scoury. The A, what are we looking at with the A? Have the leaf component, mate. Not seeing anything fantastic there. I'm going with of, not a bad rack leave, 35. Okay, I have the SH combo and the TH combo and the ism ending. I have Helms for 51. Okay, opponent bingos. And so he's in the lead now. Now I have him for 39. That's a pretty good score with a decent rack leave. But do I play him for 39 or do I play hanging on to the S? Well, the S isn't a particularly great tile on this board because they're not any hooks that you can extend words for bingos, that is. I'm going for score. Helms for 51. Not great. I draw duplicate N, duplicate T, and I have actually I have tipped here for 29. I don't, yeah, nipped isn't good. This is obviously a hot spot up here. Pin. Opponent's taken that. I'll go with tipped for 29. I have a slender lead, about 45. If opponent bingos now with that second blank, then he'll be the favourite to win. Now this S and M are quite handy as bingo lanes, so I'll be looking to take them out with a play of Auf, even though the rack leave is shocking. It needs to be done, I feel. Okay, opponent very close to a bingo if he's holding the blank. So a play of matadors or yeah, there'd be a few there. So I'll go with Auf, and hopefully I'll draw some vowels, because yeah, I've got to take these out. It just has to be done. Okay. A good thing I did take them out. Opponent still might have a bingo here in row 3, but he had 2 shots at it with an M and an S. He could play through the Y potentially. But I'm hoping that has scuppered his plans for bingoing right at the death. He could still win. But yeah, I think that what I did needed to be done there. Opponent's likely to go out in 2, so I've got to score as much as possible on this next turn, and I'm not seeing a great way to do that. 18 for band. 20 for bar, but band is better because it gets rid of an extra 3 points, a D and an N, which translates into 6 points of spread. 3 off my score and 3 on to opponents. So wow, this is if opponent doesn't bingo, it will be close. But if he bingos, obviously that's the end of the game. And he wins. Very difficult to score much with these tiles here. It's pretty tight, the board. I mean, I don't think I can get across from the B here. BA 23. But band is still better. when calculating the... I suppose it gives back a little bit of score, but he's bound to score well on the board anyway. He can't really utilize this spot to great effect. He can play... No, he can't do much there. This is where he's going to score most, so I'm looking to maybe take this out. $20, $14, so it's actually a 6-point play. Oh, but what is he likely to score there? About 20 as well. Maybe even more, because he's got the flexibility. He's down to his last minute here. I've got 4 minutes. BA 23. Ah, that's an interesting... Oh, he's given himself one more shot at a bingo. Now, if ES takes a T and an S, Santor, Rousant, that doesn't play. I mean, obviously I have to block here, so I might as well go ahead and do... I can't play my D or B there, so it's going to have to be banned for 24. If opponent bingos, he bingos, because he's definitely got at least a couple of bingos under the O, so banned for 24. I don't think I've created anything for opponent. I can play din here, D-I-N, or nid. No, not... No, it'll have to be din, because neem is no good. Okay, opponent's gone over time. He can still win with the bingo. But just not seeing how it's going to fit with those tiles. MEU is good, so maybe he could play a UT play, Utorian, no. Sutorian, no, that's an 8. It's just thinking S-U-T. Down to his last 10 seconds. And 3 seconds to go now. And that's the end of the game. Thank my opponent. So 418 to me, 358 to opponent. Let's see what we missed. Detox seems best for 42 here. Then opponent had Gov for 23. Hep for 32 seems okay. Hag for 30. Better rack leave. Yeah, quite like Hag here. I'd be willing to sacrifice the 2 points for EIPR over AGIR. Yeah, not a big amount, not a big miss though. Add G-Go, look at that. That's not one you see every day. For 35, and that's from 5E. Okay, opponent went with Jot, and then Agar for 25 was best. Tager for 19 seems alright. Chi for 13, but Iwi for 23. I did contemplate it, but I just thought, get rid of that Q ASAP. Actually, yeah, Iwi's not bad, because if I draw a T, I've got cat and tet. But opponent might have played under there, or I just wanted to get rid of the Q. That's fine. Yerd for 25 was best. Urdi for 24. It's okay. Way for 27 was best. No bingos on offer here. And then Swizz for 44. Opponent scored well there. Airy Knight for 81 was the highest scoring four-timer there. And Urk for 32 was best for opponent. Veely for 35 best on that rack. Scoury for 67, opponent's only bingo. Of for 35 seems best here. And then Burlines for 64 was the only bingo. Helms for 51 was the best score, but analyzer suggesting him for 39. But look how close the equity scores are, so not much in it. And Eam for 27, but opponent had My Seal for 38 at 14J. Playing through the Y. Anyway, 27 was a fairly good score up there. And then Tipped was best for 29. Clove for 36 was best. Farn for 27 for opponent. He went through the A of Veely. He went with... Oh no, that was my rack. Yeah, I looked at... I did look at that spot initially, but I noticed how bingo-y these tiles were and how well they combined with the M and the S. So I thought, let me just shut that down pronto. And that was my thinking. And then Roan for 21. No bingos on offer here for opponent. And the board, to create that opening. Band for 24 was best. At 15G, but I12. Playing band down there, but no, I wasn't about to create lanes, so I just closed that down. And a great set of tiles, but the board was just too closed, and as you can see, no bingos, but Demeanor for 34. Wow. Where was that? 1G. Look at that. D minor. Wow. 34. That puts opponent on 402. No, but then I wouldn't go out actually. And what would he have left? DANOU. So DANOU. He's got TR left, but I would have scored about, I don't know, at least 12 or so. I don't think he would have had enough to win with TR even after Demeanor, because I would have had about a 16-point lead. Anyway, very close at the end there. Opponent went overtime looking for the bingo and forfeited on time. So a pretty close game. It came right down to the last rack, and hope you enjoyed watching that game, and I will see you next time.